Hey guys, this is Jonathan here. I'm going to be going over my cook kit that I have one in my 3-day assault pack. I have a couple in the bug out box that our family carries, and also when I go hiking on the Appalachian Trail, this is the cook kit that I take. I actually built this cook kit. Everything in it has been made from something else. Nothing has been bought except for there's a spoon inside, and I have 2 stoves inside. One is bought, one is built. This is a Country Time lemonade container. The top doubles as a cup, about 8-ounce cup, and the main part of it doubles as a bowl. You can actually put ramen noodles in here, put your boiling water in, mix them up. You can eat right out of this. Also inside this is the windscreen for the stove. This is made from dryer flashing. The flash tin material that dryer vent. You can buy it in a roll, or you can buy a tube. Actually, what I do is buy it by the tube. It's about 2 foot long, and then I cut it into 3.5-inch strips, and then punch holes in it around for the windscreen. This is the main part of it. This is your cook pot. This was made from a Foster's beer can, and you can actually, I don't know the exact size of this when it's new, but what I do, you can see, I basically make a line right at the top of the F and all the way around it, and I cut that off with a pair of scissors. Then on the top, I take on the top part here, you can see here, this is not, not real flexible. This top is actually the top out of a tuna can. I cut about 1/2 inch the top and 1/2 inch down of a tuna can, and then kind of spread this can and then press that top down inside. So this gives it a good, good strength, good rigid feel to it, so it won't just collapse. This is just your typical bracelet silicone band that you wear around your wrist. What you do is you put that around the top here, and what that does is basically it gives you a lip protector if you were to drink out of the cup, which I don't do much drinking out of it, but leave it on there too. When you want to take it off the fire, you can actually, instead of trying to find a glove to wear or something like that, because if the cup is hot, you can't just grab the can. This silicone ring allows you to pick it up. And the top of the top that goes on the can here, the cook pot, this top is it's the bottom out of a tuna can that I've cut off, smoothed the edge, and then I put a little knob right here so you can actually use it as a top, and it helps it to boil water. This particular can right here holds 16 ounces of water. It has about that much to spare when you put 16 ounces in it, and the reason why I didn't want to cut it any shallower was because when 16 ounces comes to a boil, it will boil over if you don't get to it, so I wanted a little bit more there so it wouldn't boil over. Inside, I have a titanium folding spork. This is bought. I did not make this. You could probably make one out of just a plastic spoon. And then here is the heat source. Basically, there's 2 different ways. There's a bought German folding stove. I think they're called an Esbit stove, like this. Basically, you set this up like that. You put a fuel tablet in there, you light it, and then set your pot on top, which I don't have it set up just right. But if you put your pot on top, that'll heat and that'll boil it. I don't use that method much, or ever actually. That's just kind of a backup. My main go-to is the cat food can stove. I make this stove as well, saw the plans on the internet. You basically take 2 Fancy Feast cat food cans, clean them out. You cut the top, cut them in half. This one has a stainless steel mesh right here, and it has a piece of fiberglass inside, so you can fill your fuel up in here and light it, and if it flips over, you can turn it upside down, and the fuel doesn't escape. But this is just the bread and butter right here. I mean, it doesn't weigh anything. You can make one in about 10-15 minutes, and it's so light. I mean, it doesn't weigh anything. But this runs off, you can run it off heat in the yellow bottle, which is an automotive moisture remover, or you can run it off denatured alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. There's a lot of different things that you can use to fuel this. What I do is you set your stove up like this, and then I took two stainless steel bicycle spokes and then a piece of copper tubing, and you can see just made a triangular pot stand. Here's the copper that's actually holding the two pieces together. You just put it together like that over the stand, light it, put your 16 ounces of water in your pot, put it on the stand, put your lid on. In this particular setup, ambient temperature 40 to 60 degrees, you can boil 16 ounces of water in roughly, around 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how cold the water is when you start. It starts to boil, you can take the lid off and check, put your lid back on. When it's ready to go, take it out. If you have a Mountain House meal or whatever, pour it in there, mix it up. Or if you have ramen noodles, put your noodles in there, pour your boiling water in there, and you're good to go. But like I said, this total kit, well, I actually forgot about the windscreen. The windscreen dryer flashing. Set your pot stand up. If it's real windy outside, this is a 4-inch dryer vent. This goes around it, just like this, and allows you to deflect the wind, and it will still boil. So you can see there, you can see that just that flashing, goes around that whole entire housing, keeps the wind off of it. And this all nestles together inside. Basically, this is your flashing here. You just basically take it, fold it like this, put it inside, push it down in there. Here's your pot. Everything here folds up. Your pot stand, your stove, your other stove. All that goes together. Keep it in a Ziploc bag. All that goes inside the pot, just like that. Titanium spork, folding spork. Your lid for your pot. That nestles down inside this. And your screw-on lid. This right here weighs about 10 ounces with 2 stoves. I can take that one stove out of it and get it down to about 6 ounces. So that's super light, all self-contained. It's pretty rugged. If something, something mashes it or whatever, it's not going to hurt it. It's pretty tough. I haven't crushed one yet. I've built a couple of these, and I've hiked. I've been consecutive days. I've been about 12 consecutive days on the Appalachian Trail with one of these, and as long as you got enough fuel to run it, you're good to go. But feel free to post comments, rate. I'm gonna be doing a couple more videos here in the next couple of weeks of different stuff. This kit ties to a 3-day pack that I'll be doing another review on too, demo on it. So just stay tuned, just to keep checking for my other videos. Alright, thanks.